Hey guys, Jeannine here with yet another Scream video for you, but this one is going to be a little bit different. So I got to take part in an epic Scream experience and I just had to share it with you guys. So I got tickets to the Scream tour, which is basically a full-on tour of the house from Scream 1996, aka Stu Macher's farmhouse, aka 261 Turner Lane. It's a walkthrough of the house with a tour guide. He's kind of telling you behind the scenes stuff. You get to see where all the epic shots of the final bits of the film were shot. Get to take pictures and videos. They have merch for sale, posters. The place is actually called the Spring Hill Estate. So the people who actually own the house make wines and cheeses, so you can buy some of their products. They actually have some Scream inspired wine. So I bought a red and a white. So I'll show you at some point in the video. Yeah, just an epic experience getting to see this house from the first film, be up close and personal with all of the artifacts in there. The family who owns the house now actually did a lot to preserve so many of the original elements. So yes, while it is kind of refurnished, redecorated since 1996, there is a lot that they kept kind of familiar for fans of the movies. So it was really great to see a lot of that. So I'm going to get into all of it. The area where the house is located is also very near to a lot of other filming locations. So I took it upon myself to go and visit some of those spots. There's a great website called Hello Sydney, which actually kind of pinpoints a lot of the filming locations in the Santa Rosa, Sonoma area, which is about 30 minutes from Tomales, where the house is. So I made a huge Scream weekend out of it, went to the house tour, and also went to some other filming locations from the film. So I'll show you all of that. So let's get into this Scream tour and this epic Scream weekend that I got to experience. So I follow Scream tours on Instagram. So when I saw that they were going to be doing some tours in March, I definitely hopped on and tried to get my tickets as soon as possible. I think they do a couple tours a day. So they had maybe like 3 tours on a Saturday and 3 tours on a Sunday. And obviously they can't do too many people because it's a small area that you're trying to kind of tour and navigate, because obviously with camera angles, the house and some areas are not as big as they may appear to be on screen. So definitely had to kind of be quick on the button to get these tickets. I was looking for the Saturday, but it was already filling up. So I went to the Sunday. So I ended up booking a Sunday tour around noon. So I wanted to kind of make a full weekend out of it because I knew there were going to be other filming locations nearby. So I took a look at the Hello Sydney website and looked at all the different sites. I booked my hotel to be kind of central, not too far from the Spring Hill Estate, which is where the house is located in Tomales, and kind of close to the other filming locations. So everything was about maybe 20 to 30 minutes from each other. So my hotel, which is in Rohnert Park, which is just, I think, outside of Santa Rosa. I'm still not super familiar with the area because I live in Fresno, California, which is about 3.5 hours away from all of these places, that I'm not too familiar with it. But I tried to kind of navigate where to go to check out these sites and how far they were from each other. So I ended up kind of messing up and not really seeing things that were close to each other. But ultimately, I can kind of now talk about how close things are to each other so that if anybody else wants to kind of do this, if anyone's in that area, they'll know how far apart things are from each other, and that'll kind of help you navigate. Because the Hello Sydney website, well, it does kind of tell you where everything is, it doesn't really tell you how far it is from each other, because some things are actually really close to each other. So there's clusters of places you can go that are maybe like within 10 minutes of each other. And then some that are like, maybe 20, 30 minutes apart. So definitely, I can help you navigate which kind of clusters of things that are all together in one place or one area. So that if you do this, you can definitely make it a little bit easier for yourself. So I started my journey um, on the Friday before we were going to go. Went up to the Pacifica area, which is maybe like 20 minutes outside of San Francisco, where my brother lives. Stayed with him, and then the next day, that Saturday morning, we headed to Woodsboro. On the way, we stopped at this really cute Taco Bell cantina. Taco Bell cantinas are basically Taco Bells that serve alcohol. I think there's one in Vegas that I actually went to, but this one is actually like beachside. So it's like a nice little, like it has like a shack vibe on the outside, and it's right next to the beach. So we thought, oh, well, let's check this place out. It was really cute. So we went in there, got some nice boozy, slushy cocktails. I got myself a huge margarita and ate our Taco Bell by the beach. So that was really cool. So then that's when we kind of went on the road to Woodsboro. We decided to check into the hotel and then go check out where the school was. So the school is in Sonoma. They used the Sonoma Community Center as Woodsboro High. So we went to the Sonoma area, which was maybe 30 minutes from where we were in Rohnert Park, or the hotel was, to check it out. So we used the address from the Hello Sydney website, found the school, walked up to it, and yeah, you as soon as you see it, you know that is the same location as the school. I wasn't sure if we could go inside. Later, I learned that I would have been able to go inside because I know they did film some things inside the. A lot of the school scenes were actually filmed like inside, like the very very famous like stupid, where they get in the big old fight and um, before Sydney runs to the bathroom. So we could have gone in there and walked around, but I wasn't too sure, so I didn't go inside. But just another motivation to kind of go back and check these places out again. But yeah, so I took some pictures out front, and just really cool being there. Just I can picture all of the scenes that were there. So just really cool to be there at the school. So that was the first kind of location that I visited. Then on the Sunday, it was the day of the tour. So I got my Tatum cosplay on and headed to the house. We got there about an hour early, so I was kind of just sitting and waiting. And it turned out it was raining that day. So not super fun, but rain or shine, I was going to be there. And the staff was still super excited, even though it was raining. They put like a little canopy up. When you go to the house, they actually are playing music from Scream movies. So it's great. Of course, Red Right Hand and a lot of the scenes from a lot of the songs from Scream, some songs from Scream 5. So just great hearing soundtrack songs playing as we were kind of waiting for the tour to start. But when you drive up, it's like up this really steep hill. You're kind of passing all these other little cute houses, and then you get to this stage at the top, and it's just so huge all the way around. And you just instantly recognize it's that same green color, which is cool. Like, just even driving up to it was really epic. We are waiting out front. Usually the staff does their whole spiel and introduction out on the porch, but because it was raining, they let us inside. So they did it in the main kind of foyer area where all of that final action kind of happens. So that was just really cool being inside. We did have to wear shoe covers because the family is actually still living in the house and they have their personal things there. So, we did have to wear shoe covers in the house, which kind of bummed me out because it just, ruined my Tatum cosplay because I was wearing my cute white Tatum boots. But, respectful to these homeowners for even kind of letting people kind of do these tours and come into the house. The tour guides were really great. Really enthusiastic. You can tell they're huge Scream fans, so it just like we felt like we were all just kind of geeking out and fanning out together. I got a lot of love on my Tatum cosplay because the skirt, nobody can find that skirt. Like that's exactly like the same print as the Tatum skirt. So I was kind of telling people where I found it on this website called Poltergeists and Paramours. They actually make to order these skirts with the same fabric print on them. So yeah, I had a lot of people geeking out over my Tatum cosplay, and especially my skirt. So I was telling people where I found it. I also saw another girl dressed like Sydney from the finale with the purple shirt and the jean jacket, black pants, and I gave her, some love for her outfit. And people were like, you guys should take a picture together." But then she ended up kind of leaving the tour before I was ready to leave the tour, so we didn't actually get a picture together. So it would have been cool to get a picture with a Sydney cosplayer as I was Tatum. So, but just so fun to walk around the house and see the different places where major scenes were shot, the closet that Sydney pops out of. Obviously, the kitchen area.
Play the game, Sydney. It's called Guess How I'm Gonna Die!
Fuck you! You're crazy, both of you.
Actually, we prefer the term psychotic.
We kind of close out the tour in the garage, which is really fun. There is a Ghostface actor kind of going around, kind of creeping around, which is a lot of fun. You can find him on Instagram. He is under Mocker Ghost. So if you follow at Mocker Ghost, that is the guy who does play the ghost face on the tour. You can get pictures with him and all kinds of stuff. And he was like, "I have to get a picture with you in your Tatum cosplay in the garage." So he was like asking me to take a picture with him. So I loved that. But yeah, they start the tour kind of going through the foyer, and then we go through a side room area that wasn't really used that much.
Anthony Perkins, Psycho.
Then we kind of make our way upstairs. So they show us the room where the magic happened. We get to see some other rooms upstairs and kind of the geography of how that chase worked out and how rooms were kind of a little bit bigger than what we were seeing and how camera angles kind of cut things differently. Then we make our way to some of the best areas. The area where Randy does the rules is actually like a dining room now. So it looks completely different.
Jesus Christ, you don't know the rules? There are certain rules that one must abide by in order to successfully survive a horror movie.
Rated more like a living room. There was a red sofa right here, a red couch right there, and now.
And then we make our way to the kitchen, which is like the best part. So the desk where Stu made all the best ad libs.
Houston, we have a problem here.
Sorry, Affleck.
My mom and dad are gonna be so mad. Fuck! Fucking hit me with the phone, Dick!
and the kitchen where they're taunting Sydney.
You done?
You're crazy, both of you.
Actually, we prefer the term psychotic. A few movies, take a few notes. It was fun.
No!
Oh, we going.
A lot of the elements of the kitchen are exactly the same. The kitchen was blue originally, but now it's painted yellow. The lights are the same. Everything with the stove is the same. There was a kettle sitting there. They said that was the same kettle that's been there since 1996, so that was really cool. We actually see the pantry that Neil was locked in, which Scream 5 now turned into a basement.
This one, it's a scream, baby. Hold on a sec. I'll be right back.
The back area leading to the garage where Tatum walks out, so I made sure I took some pictures in that doorway. Just so cool, just being in the space. Like, I just could not believe it that that I was there. So I took a lot of pictures in different areas of the house. So after they let us loose to explore and take pictures, we all came back together as a group and we got to see the attic area where Sydney hides after Ghostface is chasing her. We even got to look out the window that she goes out of. So this is what the attic area looks like now. And the wooded area that we see through the window that Sydney goes out of is actually the same woods that Dewey and Gail get run off the road into, where they have their first kiss, and where they find Neil Prescott's car.
This is Neil Prescott's car.
Sydney's father?
Yeah.
Walking away from the house, but they weren't. They were walking towards the house, and they were right there where those trees are. Pretty cool? Yes. And
then we ended, like I said, in the garage, so we got to actually see the stairs that Tatum goes down, and the Ghostface actually posed like opening the garage door. So we see the garage door, which they changed out, so it does not have the dog kitty door on it anymore. It's not the same fridge, but they do have a fridge in the spot where the original fridge was. So it was cool getting to kind of end the tour there. So that's where you can kind of buy your merch or kind of get to talk to the staff. One of the staff, he actually does tattoos, and he mentioned he will knock $50 off your tattoo if you actually go to him and get a Ghostface tattoo. I actually looked at some of his work. You can check it out. I will leave him in the description below. He's based in Sacramento. But yeah, everyone on the staff is really just has so much love for these movies and doing this tour. So I think that's really great. It just gets everyone really excited. So like I said, I did buy some wine. So this was the red wine, the blood red Pinot Noir, and it's called Feelin' Woozy. So I love that. This wine. So this is the wine. So our Feelin' Woozy red, blood red Pinot Noir, and our Ghost White Chardonnay. So I had to get one of each of these. We also did get some of the homeowners cheeses, the Spring Hill Estate cheese. I got a garlic jack cheese and a mozzarella cheese, which were actually pretty good. The garlic jack was a little sharp, but good flavor, and the mozzarella was actually really soft. And not as springy as a normal mozzarella. So I actually really enjoyed that. So yes, if you go there, you can actually buy some wine and some cheese. At the beginning of the tour, they actually also announced that they had a video from Jamie Kennedy talking about how he had signed a bunch of makeup palettes, Randy's Rules makeup palettes that he signed, so you could buy them at the end of the tour. So they were a little expensive, but once in a lifetime experience. So I had to get one. So I got one of the palettes. It's a face sculpting palette. So I might have to use the different colors in different ways because they're a little light for my skin tone. So I don't think I could use them in the way you're supposed to, but I could definitely use them as highlighters and like blushes and things like that. So here's the palette. Randy's Rules, signed by Jamie Kennedy, aka Randy. I'll just show you what it looks like. Same Randy's Rules. It's got a little mirror, and then here are your different colors. So it's Randy, survive, sex equals death, no drink/drugs, I'll be right back, and no rules. So a cute little face sculpting palette, which I definitely will have to find a different way to use because, you know. But really cool. And then I got a signed poster from the Ghostface Actor. So it's, Scream House Tours, signed by Ghostface. Overall, just a really great experience. If you're a huge Scream fan, if you don't mind, shelling out a few bucks, I definitely recommend checking it out because it was just really cool, really thorough. They give you plenty of time to walk around, take pictures, take videos. They answer lots of questions, give you lots of kind of behind the scenes conversation. And they're all really great and nice and excited, and you can tell they love doing this. So it was definitely a great experience. If you are in the area, if you, save up for it, I think it's definitely worth the trip if you are a Scream fan. And you get the extra bonus of kind of going to the other filming locations at your leisure. So I had already visited the school at this point, but there were other stops I wanted to make. The only spots you really aren't able to go visit are Casey's house and Sydney's house. They are very secluded private properties that you can't go to without an invitation. So you can't really find them or go to them on your own. But there's Tatum's house, the police station, the grocery store where Tatum and Sydney go to get snacks for Stu's party, obviously the fountain, and then of course the school. So I actually did go to all of those stops and got to see them. So after the Scream tour, since it was rainy, I did just go to the fountain. So I found the fountain. It's in a town called Healdsburg. Healdsburg Town Square is where the fountain is located. So I took a bunch of pictures at the fountain. They actually changed some elements of it. And then we left, but I didn't realize because on Monday when we were actually heading home, we realized that the police station was also in Healdsburg. So we went to the police station, took pictures, which it's now like a restaurant. And it's literally right across the street from the fountain. So I could have gone to the fountain and the police station literally back to back because they are literally right across the street. You can see the fountain from the police station. So here's me swinging the camera around from the fountain to the police station. Literally right across the street from each other. But I didn't realize that. So, yeah, definitely those are two locations you can visit at the same time. In Healdsburg is the police station location, which is now a restaurant on the corner, and then right across the street from it is the park where the epic fountain is from that scene. Then three locations that are really close together are Tatum's house, the Riley house, the grocery store, and the video store. Where Randy worked. So there's nothing there now, but you can see the facade of where it was. They're all within, I think, Tatum's house. We went to Tatum's house first. So you got to see the wraparound porch where they're having the conversation, the Wes Carpenter flick, and, Tatum kind of setting it straight about what she's heard about Sydney's mom.
Was having an affair with your mom. And your dad was always out of town on business, maybe? Maybe your mom was just a very unhappy woman.
The house looks pretty much the same, so it was really cool getting to be there. The grocery store where they go shopping is literally 2 minutes from Tatum's house. And then about 10 minutes from there is the video store. So all of those are located in the same general area as well. And those are all about 20 minutes from Healdsburg, where the fountain and the police station are. So knocked out the last of the locations, got to get some great pictures, and overall just an amazing scream-filled weekend. Just loved getting to go on that tour. Loved to just kind of go around the area and find the filming locations. So yeah, definitely give yourself the leisure time to kind of go around and find these places. They're really easy to check out. I felt a little silly kind of taking pictures while people were walking by. But overall, like, I love this franchise and just amazing to get to be in these places. So yes, just an epic Scream weekend. And yes, definitely check it out if you can. I'm just so lucky that I was able to do this and share it with you guys. So I hope you will check it out. And yeah, so that's my big Scream experience. I just really wanted to share that because it was so much fun and such a cool thing to do. And yeah, again, follow all of the people that I mentioned, the Scream tours, Mocker Ghost, that great tattoo artist. Just check them out. I mean, these people who do this tour seem like they really love it, and they were really nice and cool. And yes, love that. So, again, thank you guys for checking out this video, and I will see you with maybe a little bit more Scream content to come. But yes, check out all the things we have going on in the It's Wonderful Podcast YouTube channel. We have more than just Scream content, I swear. So if that's not your thing, we talk movies, we have some shows, we do watch alongs. Morgan has some great physical media haul videos, all kinds of great stuff. So please just like, share, subscribe, do all of the things. Hit the bell if you want to be the first to know when we post a new video. And again, thank you guys for hanging out with me as I rambled about this crazy experience I had. I hope it was coherent. I hope it made some kind of sense. But again, thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.